You ever spend 3 hours setting up a 3D scene and then another 2 hours rendering and then another hour in Photoshop just to end up with one client image, and then the client looks at it and says, "Can I see a couple other options?" Yeah, I've been there. I think we've all been there. So this week I tried something a little bit differently. I designed a full waterfront master plan from scratch using Artlist's new AI agent. Special shout out to them for making this video possible. And what's really nice about the AI agent is it's basically a conversational way to generate images and videos. You describe what you want and the agent helps you get there. You don't need to worry about which model to use, which settings to use, kind of figures all that out for you. And I feel like that removes a lot of friction with generating content. And because it's a conversation, it keeps the full context of your whole project as you build it up. And so the way I was testing this is actually building a real project from scratch, something I'm actually going to use to visualize soon. So let me show you exactly what I was working with. So this is a waterfront master plan. I'm calling it Harbor Gardens. The brief is a mixed use residential above ground floor retail with a public promenade, a marina, and rooftop terraces. You know, a very large project. And our client here wants it to feel walkable. They want greenery, they want beautiful modern architecture, they want it warm and inviting, not corporate, you know? And I've got a few ideas I want to explore, so I'll show you exactly how we do that. So first off, I'm going to head over to Artlist. I'm going to sign in. And I'll go over to the AI toolkit and you'll see right down here that the prompt window has changed slightly. Right here, we get this guy called the AI agent. So the user interface is going to change a little bit. And now it says, what can I help you with today? There's a couple different prompts you can start with just to show you what that's like. If I go ahead and hit help me write a prompt, it's going to ask me, you know, what do you have in mind? What's the subject? What are you aiming for? So this is where the conversation begins. So I'm going to go ahead and give it my project brief. And I'm going to say something along the lines of, I want to design an architectural master plan on a marina with a promenade filled with people and greenery, modern architecture, ground floor retail, residential building, walkable, warm, and inviting. If I have any reference photos, I can actually go ahead and upload it here. But I want to generate a prompt from scratch. So I'm going to send that off and let it think for a moment. And look at that. Within literally like, 2 seconds, it said a wide angle, eye-level architectural visualization of a modern marina. It's basically got everything I'm talking about. It's got the lighting I want, vibrant and human-centric. That's great. And I don't need to tweak anything, but if I wanted to, again, it's conversational. Like any other LLM, you can literally have a conversation with it and it'll go ahead and do that. The benefit of using something like Artlist though is you've got the LLM, right? You've got the ability to generate an image and a video all within one place. This is something the other platforms don't allow for. You know, default Gemini or default ChatGPT does not let you do all of that in one spot, which is really frustrating. Now I'm going to go ahead and generate that as is. While we wait, I do want to point out Artlist is running a pretty sweet promotion that lets you generate a lot more with less. So check this out. If I were to just go to standard mode and look at some of the pricing, look at this. They're actually discounting all these major popular models 60% off. It's a pretty sweet deal, especially since like the Artlist basic plan is like $11 to get started. So again, you're getting like 60% more buying power with the models people use, the Nano Banana family, right? And Kling. So just pointing that out there. It's a pretty sweet deal. I'm gonna head back to our agent and see how it's done. And so here we go. It basically did everything I wanted, right? Like we got the marina, we got the promenade, we got the greenery and everything. But here's the best part. And like, this is why we're talking about it. It chose Nano Banana 2 at 16:9 aspect ratio, right? And 2K resolution, and it cost me 130 credits, right? This is really important because if I were to do this traditionally, what would I have to do? I'd have to go back to standard mode. I'd have to go down here. I'd have to select the model, know to use this model, and then I have to choose aspect ratio, the quality, and the amount of images and everything. If you have no idea like what's the best model, because it literally changes every single day, this is really nice because it's figuring it out for you and it's routing to the correct model based on what you need done. So that's really nice. So it's telling you this is capturing, you know, your design intent. And so as an architect here, you know, I do want to kind of tweak things. You know, I don't want to just take the first thing that comes out of AI and run with it. You know, I'm a designer. I want to humanize it. I want to make sure my own design intent is making its way here. Because again, this is a tool. I'm not using it to replace me as a designer. I need this to kind of expedite the whole process so I can get straight into 3D modeling. So now I can say, let's make the balconies more rounded and change the white facade to a stone material. Because again, it's conversational. I could go ahead and use some of the default pill buttons, but again, I want to design it myself. So I'll send this off and look at that. I got the stone material and it rounded out the edge, right? So if you don't believe me, right, that was that harsh edge. Now we rounded it out here. So like, this is the nice part, because now I'm literally sitting here and I'm designing it. You know, if you do any 3D modeling and rendering, you know how much of a pain in the butt it would be to go ahead and remodel the balcony and change the materials like that. You know, if you're fast, this is probably like 10 to 20 minutes all in. But again, this took, 30 seconds. So like, this is where we can leverage AI to help speed up these types of things. So now this is really cool. Now I can say, generate a street perspective view of this project, because I just want another angle of it. I want to know what it feels like to be on the promenade. So there we go. It brought us down here, right? And now it's like we're here, we're experiencing that. And again, because of how good the models have gotten, look at the consistency, right? So we've got, these two signs right here, and we see them right here. Like, the architecture isn't changing. Like, this one was a little bit taller than our current one, right? And we see that the design doesn't change. I mean, it's amazing. It's great. So like, from here, it's like I can go ahead and fine tune the lighting if I want, or continue refining the design. Really up to us. So if I want, let's just say, just for the sake of testing this, moody or overcast. The other nice thing is, while it's doing all this, I can always click on an image to view it bigger. I can go ahead and download it, see the prompt I used, get more information about it, as well as turning it into a video, or recreating it, or upscaling it, or even favoriting it and putting it into a folder if I want to be organized. So while I'm waiting, there's a lot of things I can do, right? So that's kind of the nice thing. So let's just say I want to do a video. It's going to use this as the start frame, right? Because it's clever. It knows that. And I can say slow zoom forward. And if I want, I could use the text expander to improve that. I'll hit generate. So while it's doing all that, I can see that this is my image from before. I've got all my visuals in one nice contained area. That's really nice, because as you're working on all these different images and videos, it's kind of difficult to keep track of all of it. And look at that, we've got a beautiful overcast scene. I mean, again, the architecture stayed the same and it just made it overcast. And the great thing is, look at this prompt. I never said this, right? Like, I said it kind of in a vague way, right? Using the pill button, but I didn't write this out. And I've taught so many people about, AI prompting and how to do this. And everyone is so scared about writing a prompt. It's just like always like 1 or 2 words. This is such a great way to just expand it and have it do the work for you, because a lot of people don't like doing this. So again, the idea of it generating an expanded, better prompt for you and choosing the correct model, that's pretty phenomenal. And because of that discount I was talking about before, this is all at like a reduced rate. So pretty sweet, right? So while our video is baking, let's generate some other things here. Now I can say generate an aerial view of the master plan project as a diagram. Just to show you, it doesn't need to always be photorealistic, right? Like, if we want to tweak things and go a little bit more stylized or generate diagrams, that's totally fine. This is a great way for me to kind of like map out what the project looks like. Because again, the whole point of this is I want to try and figure out some details before I even start 3D modeling. Traditionally, I'd have to go ahead and, sketch some things out, model it, render it, get feedback, rinse and repeat. At least now I can get closer to design intent without wasting all that time just like modeling and rendering. Now it's just like, it takes a process that would take, let's say like a week. I mean, like, this is crazy. So like those buildings we were looking at, feels like somewhere around here. Yeah, the Riverwalk. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, we were just looking at such a small part, but just like, I mean, like conceptually, like the text is looking pretty good, right? I mean, that's nuts. And AI is not going to be 100% perfect, but from an ideation standpoint, this is pretty crazy. I mean, we've got arrows, right? Things like properly labeled. I mean, that's like a key and everything. Like, I don't know, for those that have ever gone to like architecture school, this diagram, I'm not even kidding you, like used to take me about a day, right? Like, you've got an aerial looking Google Maps type of street view. You've got all these diagrams. I mean, that's pretty crazy. So, even using this as inspiration for like what your colors should look like, I think that's pretty crazy home run. Now that finished, I can check out the video. So you can see, we can kind of bounce around, right? Look at this. And this is leveraging Kling. Kling has been, amazing lately, especially with the 3.0 update. 1080p, 5 seconds. And like, the people are walking, the people look good. It's doing exactly what I asked it for, right? Our slow zoom forward here. So to go from simple text brief, right, all the way up here, right, literally asking it to help me write a prompt to come up with a design that we tweaked a little bit, right? We tweaked the form, we tweaked the materials, we tweaked the lighting, and then we generated a diagram and a video, all in what, less than 10 minutes? I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, I can't stress that enough. If what I did here sounded interesting, this is Artlist's pricing. They do run a phenomenal promotion. When you sign up on a yearly plan, you get 40% off. So like I was saying earlier, you can get started with 12 bucks a month, and that gives you about 16,500 credits. You can always go with more credits if you want. So a question I usually get from you guys is, Andy, how many credits do you have? How much are you spending? So, for this AI agent, I wanted to do a thorough testing before I record this video. So I spent about 25,000 credits. And just to show you what I've been working on and like how much I got from that 25,000, I'll show you the 3 projects I worked on, right? So there was this one, and I just want to show you the amount of content. Like, look at all this. Look at all these different images, right? So we've got a lot of images here, and that's not even all of it, right? So like I was doing this today, I was having a lot of fun with it, generating different ideas. Then I had another run over here, generating some videos. And then we had the run from today where we recorded this video. And that was 25,000 tokens. So just to give you a good idea, you can get a lot of images out of here. And that's to the help of this guy, right? Like you're getting 5 times more out of your credits. So huge thing to point out, and I'm really glad they're running this promotion because I can't imagine who's offering this cheaper. So that's why I love working with Artlist. I feel like they really like understand the woes of dealing with all these models and how expensive it can be. So great entry point. But again, I mean, what did I do? Probably over 100 images. So just to give you a ballpark of what that is. But again, you've got all the different plans you can choose from. Like if you need a lot more, boost up the credits. If you want to just do a trial run, play around, go with the cheaper plan. The whole point is it's a flexible, right? So for this plan, you can get started and, generate as much as you need. And if you need those extra tokens, you can always upgrade. So just pointing that out there. I think it's a great way to just start and get familiar with this. Even if you're just conversing with the agent, just to get familiar with how all this works. Because I will say, in the world of AI and everything and all the different models, it's like you've got your image, you've got your video, you've got your voiceover, your music, and then you've got all the models that are coming out. Each of them have different pros and cons. It could definitely be overwhelming. So I really like this idea of an agent and just kind of simplifying the process, because it's even for us tech savvy people, it's still overwhelming to keep up with the constant news. Like, last week, GPT-2 dropped, and it's like understanding, what are the pros and cons of that? How does it stack up against Nano Banana 2? But for a lot of people, they just want to be able to generate images quicker, get ideas down on paper faster, and I feel like this is such a simple way to achieve that. So if you have any questions about this, please let me know in the comments. I'll get back to you. And as always, please consider liking and subscribing. Really helps me out. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.